Check it out, people. It's Bergamot Scents, another fresh review, aka Zest for Life. Today I'll be talking about Bergamot Scents. Yes, these scents, some of them are refreshing and eye-opening, some others are more tropical and zingy, others are more of an aquatic and simple staple blue scent that you would get, and others are more of a natural and herbaceous affair that would remind you of outside. So let's get into these bergamot scents. I know it's a note that opens a lot of perfumes. That's because it's got so many different great opening characteristics that I'm going to check out right now. Now, the inspiration for this video was Sauvage by Dior, the original eau de toilette, because I asked somebody, what kind of fragrances do you wear on a day-to-day basis? And he said, oh, just anything, it doesn't really matter. I said, what does that actually mean? Maybe something that gets the job done. It doesn't really matter what it is, as long as it's generally mass appealing. It makes you feel refreshed. With the bergamot, it does have a zingy bergamot. The creaminess of bergamot is emphasized in the vanilla in the base, but it has a certain powdery fougere characteristic, which is classically masculine in a lot of perfumes because of the lavender. So it has that green zingy freshness of bergamot. It goes into a more creamy essence with the vanilla at the end, and it has that barbershop vanilla in the middle with some ambroxan to keep it modern and refreshing. So that is Dior Sauvage Eau de Toilette. I myself got the 200ml because I think it's very versatile. You can wear it in the winter, summer or autumn, and it would always be mass appealing because it is generally a masculine fragrance with the lavender. It's refreshing with the bergamot, and it create a nice sweet effect at the end with the ambroxan and vanilla. That would be good for dates if you were going out or you wanted to show that you were a lively character, source, or even for sport events really, because it's quite a green zingy perfume. But I would wear the original Eau de Toilette. I think it's my favorite actually out of all of the three. The perfume is very nice for winter. The Eau de Parfum is great for autumn, but my general favorite is the Eau de Toilette, and second would be the Eau de Parfum. But that is a very short second because I really like the frankincense and Sichuan pepper and that. So next one is another one that is in the creamy fresh category, slightly cheaper, but nonetheless no more less interesting. This has the aromatic note of ginger in it. This is Prada Rosa Sport. So this has juniper branch in it, which keeps it sour, fresh and green, like a tropical branch almost, that is of the blueberry fruit. So it has a blue sour freshness to it, mixed with the ambroxan and a little bit of vanilla and tonka bean. Tonka bean here keeps it creamy, sour and fresh, almost like sandalwood, that kind of creaminess, but it's done in a very natural way with the bergamot. So I feel that the mixture of green natural notes with synthetic sporty fresh notes of ambroxan and tonka bean are very uplifting, yet although they're neutral, they create a fresh vibe every time. So definitely Prada Rosa Sport. Check it out if you want to stay formal, fresh, and just want something a little bit different from the office place that would be mass appealing, but would always hit that vibe of being clean and fresh all the time. So next one is the Juicy Fresh Bergamot. Now, the most juicy fresh bergamot that I own, I would say, is Poseidon Ottoman's Supernova by Dior Fragrances. Now this is a limited edition 100ml by Dior Fragrance, but this mixes Creed Aventus. Creed Aventus is pineapple and bergamot notes with jasmine, and there's some ambroxan in the base from mixing Havocat as well, which has a pineapple and orange, and the last one, Poseidon Ottoman Supernova, the last one is Elysium. So it's a mix of Elysium, Creed Aventus and the last one was Habitat. Now I don't own Creed Aventus, Habitat or Elysium, so I decided to buy this because it's much cheaper than all three together. And I think this is an amazing mix because when you spray this, the first thing that you get, big blast of creamy bergamot. The zinginess is there like a lime on the top, but the creaminess from the ambroxan and the natural sourness from the bergamot feeds into the vetiver that is in here, and there is a strong ambroxan and musk note that keeps it cooling fresh with the juicy pineapple. So ambroxan, pineapple, and a little bit of geranium to keep it minty, juicy, fresh, and mouth-wateringly. It's an explosion of scent really, because its longevity is about 7 hours and the ciliage is about 1 hour. So that is the kind of fragrance that we're dealing with. Some that is bodacious, large, very fruity, and it has a clear, cooling, slightly minty musk about it. Next one is Vetiver Sensual. Now this is a more natural bergamot because it has a feel of vetiver, mint, aquatic notes. So it feels like you're in a park almost, or by a lake with some green refreshing grass. So the vetiver and mint, the sourness of vetiver is mixed with the mint to create a contrast that is sour, fresh, clean, and slightly aquatic in a bitter way. So it's bitter, green, fresh, slightly minty and aquatic, but very natural in its grassiness. So after introducing you to Vetiver Sensual in its minty, cool, aquatic freshness, the next one I want to introduce you to out of the bergamot scale is another herbal bergamot that you may have heard of, that is also very sporty, fresh. Why Eau de Parfum has a herbal note of sage in the mid. It's slightly minty with the geranium, but it doesn't have mint. It does have that sparkle that is retained from the bergamot, which is an eye-opening lime, juicy freshness, which is mixed with a apple note that is so juicy and well-rounded. It actually tastes like pear to me, so, or smells like pear to me. So this is argued it's either apple or pear. Most people say now that it's apple, but for me it smells like pear and bergamot. So this is a very rounded, fruity, sporty scent with a herbal aspect of sage in the middle, which is uplifting, and it really it uplifts the senses. But in the end there is some amberwood, bergamot and musk in the base. So that musk is cooling, the amberwood is resinous and sweet, and the frankincense gives a heated contrast to it, similar to Dior Sauvage Eau de Parfum with the Sichuan pepper, but a lot more sophisticated, I'd say, in its well, it does it in different ways. So the Sichuan pepper in Sauvage Eau de Parfum, this is the Eau de Toilette, but the Eau de Parfum has a lot more of a peppery feel, but the frankincense and amberwood gives a resinous sweet feel, which doesn't detract from the herbaceous, cooling and reinvigorating nature of sage. So definitely check this one out if you want a great sports scent. And the next one I'm going to talk about is something that is herbaceous, aquatic. I've said revitalizing before because this is one of the scents that I would use for uplifting myself, or for sport, maybe if I really wanted to go outside and I was and I just wanted to enjoy the summer, or maybe be on a holiday. The holiday vibes in Tom Ford Mandarina di Amalfi are unparalleled. It has a clay-like, dry, dusty note mixed with the opening bergamot that is so refreshing and sparkling, mixed with tarragon. It has a sparkling touch that is reminiscent of Givenchy pie, but with the aquatic notes it feels like you are diving into a clear sparkling sea with that bergamot. So opening, very refreshing, very juicy. It has some candied lemon, and then the sourness of lemon oil brings this perfume back to its aquatic, dry, slightly green and salty notes. It has a very almost like Grecian island feel, because there's the dry clay, there's the shrubs, and it feels like you're on a rocky island or something, with slight notes of salt and musk in there. The civet in the base is a slightly leathery note, so it keeps the perfume masculine, and you most definitely be noted as a masculine scent, yet it is not overpoweringly so. So civet, musk and amber creates a slightly sweet finish that would overturn any sort of musky scents that you have, and keep you cool, calm, fresh and holiday vibes all day long with Tom Ford Mandarina di Amalfi Aqua. Definitely check it out. Next one is Versace Eros. Versace Eros has been my #1 fragrance for a long time. When I only had about since I only had about 5 fragrances, I always kept Versace Eros in my collection, and as I expanded it, I kept on buying 200ml bottles whenever this is run out. I think I'm on my 3rd bottle through well, actually probably 5th in total, but not 5th 200. But this has always been a staple in my collection, because the minty freshness with bergamot is so revitalizing and refreshing. You can use it as a sports scent, but the amber and vanilla with ambroxan, sweet, seductive and creamy, great for going out, great for impressing people going out at informal or formal events too. The informal vibe is the cool freshness. The formal event, it's got that sweetness from vanilla and ambroxan, as I said before. So this is a very versatile fragrance. You can wear it for sport, daytime, nighttime, dates, going out, impressing people, whatever you want. Or even if you want compliments, which is such a dry thing to look for. Really, I would say you should wear a perfume for yourself. I'm tired of people, when I've gone down the street, when I make perfumes, one person, he was absolute numpty. I'm gonna just say this, right? He tried one of my perfumes and he goes, "If I get 20 compliments by the time I go up and down that street, I'll buy your perfume." I say, excuse me, my perfume has a lot more value than your opinion. Like, it's something that takes time to make, and it's verified by many more people than just one. So thank you very much, but no thanks for the compliments. If you're wearing a perfume just for a compliment, I think it shows an emptiness in yourself, that you feel that you need to get compliments from how you smell, rather than wearing the perfumes that you like, that accentuate your personality. A perfume, I think, is supposed to bring out how you're feeling on the day. It's just like clothes. So if I'm feeling fresh, I'm wearing, I don't know, flowery jacket. I don't want to be hot and I want to be breathable, so this is a light jacket. So I'm going to wear a light, fresh perfume that's going to make me summery and fresh. I'm not going to wear this perfume because somebody else wants me to wear it, because then that's changing my mood for somebody else. So always wear what you feel like wearing, and Versace Eros has been my favorite for, well, it's been 10 years at least. So Versace Eros forever, and I'm going to keep on buying that one because you need to know about it too. I love it so much, that's why I recommend it to you. I'm not getting paid for this, but I would like you to subscribe if that would help. Let me know what you think in the comment section about this bergamot video. Please subscribe, that would help me a lot, that people would hear me over the noise of what's going on nowadays and all the other YouTube channels. If you subscribe, that will help me a lot. That's all for today. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Stay free and stay fresh.